Good morning, everybody. It's 11:19 a.m. It's Saturday, May 5th, and you're joining Logical Excess. We're playing The Witcher 3. We're doing Blood and Wine expansion, and we're in the middle of helping Lady Vivienne reclaim her humanity from a curse that was laid upon her whenever she was a young child. So let's get started, and let's help her out and see where that takes us.
I see you gather before.
Oh man. Come on, loading. So this new patch, I haven't even read the patch notes. I have seen that people have been posting things on YouTube about the new patch. You know, people aren't happy about it because of graphical quality. But to be honest, it looks fine to me. Didn't I get a Sir Ravix a 4-horn saddle for Roach? There we are. Let's compare. No. I think it's fun. That Steel Sword Iris is pretty good, but I need to put... I guess I need to go back to my stash and put on some runes to really buff it up. Let's see here.
Greetings, Witcher.
Oh no! A panther's ghost at the nest!
I don't know if I read this. Geralt offered to help her to lift the curse that held her, yet he warned Vivienne that the ritual to break the spell could have dire consequences. Geralt performed a ritual aimed at reversing the curse that held Vivienne. He had warned her beforehand that it could result in shortening her remaining life to but a handful of years. The number lived on average by an oriole, the egg of which the Witcher used during the ritual. Vivienne had acknowledged this possible consequence, stated that she would be grateful to Geralt, for it was through his efforts that she could finally taste a normal life, unfettered by the need to conceal her defect.
Stand back. I'll take care of this. Eggs fell on a moss patch. They're fine except for one. It's cracked.
Will it do?
think so.
Now what must I do?
Just to be sure, gonna ask one last time. Positive you want to do this? If we succeed, the changes will be irreversible. You'll probably also only have 7 years left to live, at the most.
7 years free of the fear that someone might spy me at the wrong moment? Of the stigma of being a freak, a monster? 7 years of a life both true and unfettered. Yes, Kelt. I'm certain I wish to do it.
All right.
I guess he's gonna go through it.
Repeat after me. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat.
Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat. Muna Gandrau. Muna Finerat.
Just got knocked the hell out.
Damn it.
Geralt, look! Look! Oh, gods! I shall be able to attend balls. I shall travel to Oxenfurt, to Novigrad even. Thank you, Witcher.
Ought to thank Guillaume. He's the one hired me. To help you.
Yes, I'm grateful to him as well, immensely. Will you tell him so for me?
No, you know, I'm gonna do the right thing by Guillaume.
Should tell him yourself, don't you think?
Perhaps I should, but I would prefer not to. Convey my gratitude to him in my stead. Please, be so kind.
Sure, I'll tell him. Farewell, Vivian.
The warble of a smitten knight.
Hey there.
Our little Eddie has a cavern square with room for an army and one more. Holy shit, nice.
The gods have sent a priest as punishment for our sins. We have ceased to succor our ancient tradition. A fruitful
I
hunt
pledge
to
my love
richer.
to win the
I think I played
Drink
Gwent
and be
here.
merry. Thus
But
take
what
the
if another
prophet
knight
Yoda.
proves victorious? Many a valiant
Raffics of Forhorn, greetings.
Yeah, I played Gwent here.
So long.
Hey, she at least acknowledged that Ravix a Forehorn.
Hesse, our sweet shining sun. Problems? Hire a witcher. It's a good thing.
Yes, my lord.
Oh,
Geralt, what of Vivian?
Managed to lift her curse.
Truly? So all will be well. Her troubles are done?
Asked me to give you a message. Said she's grateful. Thanks to you, she can live a normal life.
Good, good. But how does she fare?
No knowing how long she'll live, or Vivian's happy. These are both true statements. So let's say Vivian's happy.
Vivian chose what suited her best. She's completely free now. And happy, I think.
Without me.
You helped her. But that doesn't mean she owes you her love.
Wow.
Got this bard friend. Philosopher too, I guess. Amateur. He'd say, if you love somebody, set them free.
Do you
Yep.
know what, Geralt? You earned your reward, so take it. But keep your advice to yourself. Adieu.
Let's see. Well, it's the same. Vivian acknowledged this possible consequence. Stated she would be grateful to Geralt. So there was nothing added to the log. Guillaume. The Witcher determined Vivian was indeed afflicted by a curse, and had been since before she was born. A dark malediction which caused her to transform into a bird every night. Geralt offered to try to cure this cumbersome condition. Vivian asked him not to reveal her secret to anyone. So Geralt did not tell Guillaume about his plans. Geralt performed a ritual freeing Vivian from the curse. She decided to travel abroad in order to enjoy the life she had left to the utmost. Well, I guess considering she only has 7 years to live, and that's what she chose to do. Vivian de Tabry. By following Vivian and examining the evidence, Geralt discovered that Guillaume was right. Vivian had indeed been struck by a powerful curse before she was ever born. This curse caused her to turn into a bird whenever the moon was out. Geralt listened to the story of the curse and offered to try to lift it. He warned her that this would not be a simple matter. The curse could be transferred to another, but Vivian did not want to agree to that. It could also be removed entirely, but then it was possible Vivian would only have a few years left to live. Geralt kept the information Vivian had confided to him secret, even though Guillaume was determined to help her any way he could. Guillaume tried to convince Vivian he only wanted what was best for her, but she preferred to remain independent. She and Geralt conducted the ritual together, lifting the curse.
Girl permanentation, hair rejuvenation, dandruff annihilation.
Let's see. Maybe we ought to get a different hairstyle now that we're wearing a full suit of knight armor.
Welcome, Sir Avix. I've heard tell of your accomplishments.
Need a bit of grooming.
I can play Gwent with this dude. Loose, but not too long. I don't remember what that looks like. What in the world? This is new stuff. I think. Ducktail. Let's play Gwent with this dude.
Gwent, maybe we could play around.
He's up for it. Look at that face. Love having spies, but we need to swap out, I need decoys, so we'll swap out her. I don't get to swap two things out? He really wants to win this first round, eh? Jeez. All right, now it's time to hit him with the torrential rain. Really, dude. Alright, I'm going to pass this turn. Let's take the loss. I may have screwed myself badly because I threw out a lot of my beefy cards on that round. And I don't have the card advantage yet. Forgot to win this one. I think I'm screwed overall. I don't have anything to play with come next round. These freaking Skellige decks are boss. Look at this. Done. That was just a bad first starting hand, and I knew it. I mean...
Welcome, Sir Avix. I've heard tell of your accomplishments.
Need a bit of group.
Let's play Gwent, man.
Gwent, maybe we could play around.
We're gonna win this time. Let's try a different faction. I'll go first. Medic, excellent. Let's go with this. Start off small. Bring out the druid. Jeez. Damn the skeleton deck. I think I'm gonna have to throw this. This sucks, man. This guy's good. Dandelion. Oh, that sucks. He just shuffled my graveyard back into my deck. Doesn't even have an effect. This sucks. Damn, man. Son of a bitch.
Welcome, Sir Avix. I've heard tell of your accomplishments.
Gwent, maybe we could play around.
Permanentation, hair rejuvenation, dandruff annihilation.
I don't know. I'm grasping here. Just redrew the same card. Transforms into a bear when a Marjoram card is on his row. Are you kidding me? Alright, this is bullcrap. Let's scry his hand. Take a look and see what happens. All right. Let's see what we can do now. I think he's got me beat. Yeah, he's got me beat. Yeah. This is crazy. I didn't I didn't want this stream to just turn into a bunch of Gwent games. Damn, man. This is bullcrap.
Welcome, Sir Avix.
Need a bit of grooming. Gwent, maybe we could play around.
No. Really, bro? I need to look up that Skellige ability because I'm not familiar with it. This is great. It's good stuff, man. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my, why that row, dude? Why? I think I'm gonna lose. I wanted to put him on the front row, but it didn't even give me the choice. Really?
Welcome, Sir Avix. I've heard...
Need a bit of grooming. Gwent, maybe we could
I
play
guess I'm going to learn the hard way. Still not getting quite what I want. Really? This is crazy, man. The Skellige deck is kind of broken. That was probably the wrong move to make. I should have thrown Gaunt to Rodim. That was the wrong move to make. Now he's going to bring out Vilamarch. Yep. Or whatever his name is. Vilanthur or Mirth. He has another one? This is insane. This is insane. Finally.
Permanentation, hair rejuvenation, dandruff annihilation.
What's so funny, bro?
Hammer and fit.
Let's repair my gear.
Ravix of Fourhorn. Why, it is an honor.
Like you to craft something for me, would you?
Dude's eating a big baguette of bread.
So long.
Hammer and fit. Vanity band. Music to a smithy's ears.
All is in order.
All right, so let's get back on the Okay, so there's a Skellige. I mean, there's a Gwent quest here. No place like home. Go to the Ducal Camerlengo. Details of the contract. We have Wine Wars. We can do that. Let's go for the Knight for Hire. Go to the Ducal Camerlengo to learn the details of the contract. I know that this has been hanging around on the log for quite a few episodes, so I know I've probably read this one. But we'll read it again anyways. Geralt came across an altogether atypical-looking notice. Someone was looking for the help of knights or other strong men. He concluded he met the above stated requirements, set off for Knights Dormont Square to meet with the Ducal Camerlengo. And I think that is fairly close. Bye. Maybe we shouldn't do this one. Bellegarde Vineyards problems. Bellegarde had been the jewel in Toussaint's crown of vineyards, yet since the death of its owner, Count Crespi, it had fallen on hard times. The ducal clerk had been tasked with finding a new steward, but only one who stood to restore Bellegarde's reputation and fame. The inspection yielded one conclusion. Liam de Coronata and Matilda Vermentino's newly formed consortium faced quite the challenge, and the Witcher once again had much to do. And with that being said, where is the nearest... Okay, we can do that. But let's head for the stash here.
What happened to your head?
Let's get the gear back on, man. I'm a freaking Witcher. I need my silver sword. Ravix of Fourhorns crossbow. It's actually pretty good. This this Ravix 4 armor is not all that great, to be honest. It's just if we want to get technical and just base it on the stats.
Hey-ya! Slower.
If you ever trust a woman, remember that.
Whoa there, Roach.
Go up to any knight and shout.
I think I did win a trophy that I can put on the wall. I'm sure I've read all these before. I need poison, burning, and a chance to stun if I want to be the equivalent of what I had before on my steel weapon. Poison, burning, chance to stun. There we go. Stun. Poison. Burning. Alright, well that lightened my load significantly.
Slower.
And is there a quick travel point from here? There ought to be. And there is. Okay.
Faster.
Okay. Francolar.
Do monsters have mamas and papas?
I think I've played Gwent here.
Aim to hop on a horse after making merry. So nice to see you again. What do you need?
Yep.
Should be going. Farewell.
All right. Let's go ahead. Let's start fixing up this.
A witcher.
Damn right, a witcher. We'll start fixing up this vineyard. Pick that up. Always could use an amateurs. Say always could use an amateur armor's kit. And you know what wouldn't be a bad idea? You know what? A visit to Vivaldi's bank. Because I might actually have more gold than I think I do right now.
The Duchess. Oh, don't you know any who's not heard of her wife? I'm catching something.
Got a vineyard infestation on our hands here. We need to meditate, though. I'm almost out of potion. Oh, crap. They are hitting hard. Innocent Draga. Insect oil and golden oriole. Yeah, let's swig that potion. I need something to heal me up real quick.
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endriggers.
Theory Pirate's Journal. Theory Pirate's Journal. Part of a journal, only latest entries legible. Remaining pages stuck together with dry blood. I cursed every day I had to grovel and toil for Count Crespi. Now I curse every day I cannot serve him. Now I know why he was so harsh, so domineering, so quick to anger. One cannot remain calm and good-natured when so many troubles crop up every day in one vineyard. Now I, as the steward of Belgard, must deal with each of them. The geologists the Count hired before his tragic death have disappeared. With him went the hefty sack of crowns we sent him, and the study we'd hired him to complete. Giant centipedes and a breathless page just ran up to inform me of something's attacked the northern vines. Enough writing. I'm off to see what all the panic's about. Well, those dudes were kind of beastie for mobs that are typically kind of trash.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
Jeez. What's over here?
Saw honey dumpling.
That mug's a fright.
I've half a mind to kiss you.
I think it's just a vineyard plantation home. I don't know what they call them, plantations or not, but Belgard Manor. See? Announcement from the Office of Internal Revenue of the Duchy of Tucson. Matilda Vermentino and Liam Coronata have become the new owners of Belgard Vineyard, leading to the consolidation of the lands of Vermentino, Coronata, and Belgard. This new ownership status takes effect as of the date of this announcement.
The book of lust is hard and dirty. You've spread some nastiness to me.
Charles.
You know, I've been here before. There's Matilda and her buddy, her friend. Look at me retreading old ground. This over here, though, I think is new. And all this here I've not explored. What the hell?
What's going on there?
Faster.
What's going on there?
Now, where'd you get them catty peepers?
Slow now. Whoa.
Well then, well.
Just a farmhouse, I guess. A plantation house, vineyard house. Nothing much else to say. Mirkwood. All right. Cursed Oil, Ard, and Igni. Damn these things. Luka Horzelski, a hockeyist. Skated upon lakes, stopping others from knocking coal into special nets. Froze to death. Okay. I could explore this now, but this is definitely a place to come back to. And of course, we have some undead here. Necrophage oil. It's what we need. Let's change our bombs out to either Grape Shot or Dancing Star. Primislavis Vushik, heroic hunter of insects and pests. Spent his whole life exterminating bugs, now lies in the earth among them. So true. Martin Yanushevsky, master armorer, forger of the best plate this side of the Yaraga. Martin Shiblovich, composer. In truth, it was he who composed Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Pardon me. Okay, that is a pit. Don't want to fall in there. Or do I? Let's go with some beast oil, brothers.
Damn, you're ugly.
Oh, shite. Insect oil and Yrden. Letter to Gregory Pikeside. Letter to Gregory Pikeside. Dear sir, I trust this letter finds you in good health. As per our earlier correspondence, I would like to commission from you a geological survey to use in determining in which location we shall find the most fitting soil for expanding our vineyard's acreage. I suspect my messenger has already given you your retainer. As a final matter, I would like to warn you against putting too much faith in the rumors which various beggars and vagrants have been spreading through our community in the last weeks. We in this area do not have any problems with giant centipedes or monsters of any sort, and you may begin your work at once with no need to fear. I wish you success and eagerly await the results of your survey. Count Vladimir Crespi. Was that all that was there?
What's that about?
That doesn't look good.
The dressings, bandages, where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. The smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Thyme?
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. It's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... why did he done it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
Wait, I will come with you.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
I feel like I'm about to get ambushed. Extreme cosplay. Sometimes traveling can be dreadfully dull. Nothing but the slow crawl of the horizon, the sun beating down on your neck, and the chirping of crickets. Other times, however, it can be surprisingly eventful, as a certain Gaston A simple merchant from Toussaint learned for himself when he happened across a mortally wounded man by the roadside. Though he provided aid as quickly as he could, the mysterious man soon bled to death. Right as he did, up walked the hero of my tale, Geralt.
Trail leads to the house on the hill,
which stands silent as a grave.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
He tried to crawl away, though he was heavily wounded. Something horrifying must have been after him.
Gate's locked from the inside. Clearly been jostled, though. Something tried to get out.
The very thought sends a cold wind down my back.
Really? There we go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time.
Damn it.
Good gods!
What in the hell happened here?
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Servant, stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this, the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Silver tableware. Elven engravings.
Noble Houses of Toussaint, volume... I don't even know what L is. 57, 107, I don't know. Sangreal, alternatively Sangreal, literally royal blood. The legendary line which some trace back to the first lords of the lands, now lying in Toussaint in northwestern Hochland. The first mention of Wilhelm the Bold, this line's founder, comes from Elven manuscripts found during reconstruction of Beauclair Palace in 1095. Since this source, like all things Elven, is unreliable and should not be taken into consideration by historians, the existence of House Sangreal must be considered a mere fable. Salvarez, D, of the Regulus Platinum Crest. This line takes its name from Salvar the Lame, who was made a count in the year 1189 by the Duchess Caraberta. For his service to the ducal throne, the D. Salvarez line's crest depicts a Regulus Platinum, one of the so-called silver basilisks, whose existence is highly suspect, its classification as a species considered erroneous by most zoologists. Torcella of the Two Towers crest, an ancient line whose founders most likely first settled the lands of present-day Toussaint around the year 984. They waged fierce war against the elves until the 6th decade of the 11th century, when all of what is now Toussaint fell under human control.
Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical. Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Swords ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly.
And Shay, that means it's the Elven rebels, I think. The Civil War in Toussaint. The year 781 marked the final end of Elven rule in Toussaint, the closing of an era that had lasted over 1,500 years. The elves abandoned their ivory cities and left for the mountains, taking with them all that they could could and destroying everything else. Whatever they could not take and did not manage to demolish or burn, they cursed. The last elven sovereign, Divithoth, hundreds of years old, yet fair as a youth, was defeated. Weeping over the slain army of his forever young brothers and sisters, he agreed to pay homage to Ludovic, the first human king of Toussaint, who, though young, was as shrunken and ugly as the night after Samhain. Putting on no end of airs and graces, Ludovic boasted, "Look, the proud elf shall bow down before me and kiss my royal feet with humility." To degrade Divithoth even further, Ludovic decided the homage should take place in the Elf King's barely abandoned palace. The throne on which Ludovic now boldly lounged bore still smoldering marks from the fire set by the elves, who had sought to burn the whole palace down as they left. So the proud elven king bowed down before the human king, and offered him a sacrifice of bread and wine, as well as his sword and shield. Spewing out merciless mockery all the while, Ludovic received his homage, then immediately ordered his guards to drag Divithoth beyond the palace gates and throw him down the stairs as if he were a beggar. Witnesses claimed the proud elf remained calm throughout the whole event, but when left alone, Divithoth wiped the blood off his face and vowed cruel revenge on the king. Revenge that would come from stone, as cold as the king's heart. Yet these ominous words bore no fruit, for in the year 782, before the homage was renewed, Divithoth drew his last breath alongside his remaining soldiers when the Toussaintois decided to celebrate the anniversary of the surrender of the elven sovereign with a pogrom of non-humans on the slopes of Mount Gorgon. Few survived.
Ceremonial bowls for little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Burn marks. Something catch fire, explode. Strong stench. Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Toussaint.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee. Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
I don't know what they were. Spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene. The death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Safaran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a Tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Toussaint's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
Damn it. Can't risk. Can't expose you to danger.
Master, if what you say is true, then I was the cause of this massacre. Unintentionally, yet nonetheless, I've a duty to assist you. A moral one.
Gods have us in their care. I shall help as well.
Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through. I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic, upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler, who we must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethef, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Though Geralt usually works alone, he made an exception in this case and agreed to let Gaston accompany him. Together they set off following the dead man's tracks toward a residence in which all seemed calm and quiet. Yet once they entered, they found overturned tables, cracked dishes, and more bodies. Luckily, the owner of the villa, Durand Faucher Plamondon de Savarin, had survived the massacre and was able to tell them what had happened. It seemed Durand and his companions from the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint had accidentally summoned some kind of monster. Geralt knew his duty was to draw the beast there again and exterminate it before it could shed more blood. Huh. So it's a quest item, but it looks like it's a piece of gear, too.
Ivethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands.
Don't interrupt.
Elven bread.
Ivethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine. Gwinoet, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him. At long last, the Elfin King grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans. Elfin King, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Don't interrupt.
Kneel. Oh, there we go.
Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ah! Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
Defeat the living statues. Jeez. Holy crap. Alright, this is no joke, man. I'm gonna go out on a limb and go with Spectral Oil. Jeez, man. This game has actually gotten a lot harder in this expansion. Really? I didn't even get a chance to start. All right. First things first. Spectral Oil. Now potions. And now we're going to change our bombs out. We need... Believe it or not, we need that. Jesus. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Ah! Jesus. Really? This is kind of bullcrap, man. And we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, too, and that's typically where I call the streams. I kind of want to finish this quest before I end the stream, though. Somebody outside honking the horn. All right. Vitality, Blizzard. I have a feeling that I want to die here again. I'm going to put the Northern Wind Bomb there. Jesus Christ. You gotta be kidding me. Don't die again. I'm screwed. I can't get out of here. So bullcrap. Yeah, I have not finished this game. This is Blood and Wine. And I was actually planning on like finishing this quest here and calling it. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I'm gonna go do something else here. This is insane. This quest is tough, man. I mean, I'm just getting crowded. And then blasted with magic. I think I'm about to give up. Really. I'm about to call it. Look at that. What the hell? Yeah, I'm going to load the last checkpoint here. And, I don't know. Might move on. Try this at another time. You know, long time no see for you too, man. I've really been dragging my feet on finishing this game, man. I've kind of gotten sidetracked with stuff in real life, and then I've gotten sidetracked with other games, and I kind of suspected this would happen, and so it's really on me that I haven't finished this yet. Good news is, though, I'm in Blood and Wine, and I guess that's the... You know, I don't think it's as long as the main game. but it's definitely longer than... Okay, so this is the same freaking situation. Maribor Forest. Petrie's Filter. There we go. Alright, that should have changed things significantly. Don't die, you son of a bitch. There we go. Finally. I feel like I was maybe a little under leveled.
They came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Tefethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning.
Yeah, fess up, bro.
This Tefethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Tefethov had planned Ludovic's downfall. For he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this as your reward.
Farewell.
Sweet. Quest completed extreme cosplay. This story had a surprising finale. They discovered the massacre had been committed by elven statues. Durand had purchased these a few weeks prior. They were in truth golems meant to be part of a trap set by the last elven ruler of Tucson, Divithoff. To take out this vanquisher and tormentor, King Ludovic, Divithoff's trap was never sprung, so his golem slept through the centuries undisturbed until Durand repeated a formula during an act of historic reconstruction, and they awoke. Alright, I think I'm going to peace out here. Yeah. Yeah, let me peace out. Meditate here. Alright, guys. 2 hours worth of streaming. I gotta take a break for sure. 2 hours is a long enough stretch in this game. I'll be streaming later tonight, I think. If I've got time, I'm gonna be cooking. I'm gonna be doing meal prep for tomorrow and the remainder of next week. So I'm gonna get that behind me first, and then I'll come back to The Witcher if I have enough time. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.